For choosing us at 11 o'clock, I'm Brian McElhatton. Tonight, a family tells us they are unhappy about the punishment for the man who pleaded guilty to his role in the killing of Northside High School assistant coach Terrence Miles. You'll hear from them and the prosecutors in just moments. But first, the backstory. In May 2017, Terrence Miles, a popular high school assistant football coach, was taking out the trash. Javen Bowie, the man in court today, testified that he and Henry Underwood were outside at the time breaking into cars when, he says, Underwood tried to rob Terrence Miles and then shot him, killing him. Despite Bowie's testimony, a jury found Underwood not guilty earlier this month. Bowie, who was also originally charged with murder, pleaded guilty to lesser charges and today was sentenced to 5 years in prison, not the maximum 8.5 years. Tonight, prosecutors sit down with us to share their thoughts on the outcome of a case that spanned more than 2 years. ABC 21's Louis Tran reports.
One prosecutor tells me this was the hardest case he's ever worked on in his 20-year career. The reason? There were simply no witnesses that saw what happened that were willing to come forward and speak.
Sort of like they're approaching the defense lawyers and very upset.
Family members exploding with anger outside the courthouse.
Lawyers as they walk past.
After the jury found Henry Underwood not guilty of murder in the case of where their loved one, Terrence Miles, was shot and killed in 2017.
This is lost of words for real.
Tuesday, the jury sentenced a second man involved in the case, Javen Bowie, to 5 years behind bars. Bowie was originally charged with murder, but pleaded guilty to lesser charges of assisting a criminal in attempted theft.
One guy gets 5 years and the other guy gets off.
A verdict and sentencing family members of Miles say they aren't happy with.
I feel like my family has been victimized over and over again by the justice system.
We put a lot of work into this.
After the sentencing, I spoke with the prosecutors on the case. They say the jury's not guilty verdict was not what they hoped for.
It's not the outcome we were looking for. We were certainly working towards.
Prosecutors say they found the case difficult. Besides Bowie, they say no witnesses came forward and the homicide was not captured on surveillance.
This, again, was one of the most challenging cases that I've faced in 20 years of trial work.
We can't do our job as effectively without having that other evidence, and so often it is from witnesses. That's something that could potentially make a big difference.
Challenges they say they understand.
We are in these jobs because we believe that justice is important.
Again, Bowie is sentenced to 5 years in prison, but will only serve a portion of it as he already has more than 600 days of jail credit.
Our thanks to Louis Tran.